Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Daversai. Today we're going to do a challenges 13 through 24 of the August 2025 monthly challenges. To start with, we're going to be using Lillia, and I should figure out how to get to monthly challenges. And this is challenge 13 against Ashe and Lulu. Special rules are on flinching strength. This is Noxus discount. So if you're not using a bunch of like 3-star level 30s, you might want to put like a Noxus cart or champion here instead. And we also have Demacian Might. When one of the foe's units strikes, grant it +1/+1. Like I said, we're going to be using Lillia here. Search bar is amazing. Double Stalker's Blade and Guardian's Orb. You could do triple Stalker's Blade, you can do 3 Guardian's Orb. Anything like that is reasonably fine. And for a support, we're going to take, it doesn't actually matter too much, I think Garen is probably fine. Then we're going to go to the shop. In the shop, generally you want to take nothing, but certain things like Crystal Carrier on low cost units are really good. I'll take it on that Green Glade Lookout, and of course cost reduction on your main champion is the best thing. We go into Ashe, whose power is Creeping Chill. Round start, Frostbite, the player's strongest unit. They can dodge this a little bit with Lillia. Maybe not on round 1 though. I'm gonna go ahead and pass, let them play their 2 Boros. Drop Lillia to reduce the cost of the Dream-Laden Bow. Then we're gonna sleep Lillia. So Frostbite shouldn't hit because she is a landmark when it happens. We'll drop the Green Glade Lookout here, block, and sleep Lillia again. Oh, I guess that's a burst speed, so oops. Honestly, this guy's stronger than Lillia, so maybe sleeping the other direction's a little bit better, but every time we sleep Lillia, we get the Guardian's Orb effect, so that's, worth sleeping her for. We're gonna go ahead and kill Ashe here. And we're out of mana, so we attack. This wins, so it's fine. Take Deathless, always good. More stats may be better. And we'll take Spell Shield so he can't be interacted with. We go into Lulu, whose power is Adorabus. Round start, transform the player's strongest unit into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. Almost threw my mouse across the room accidentally there. So we're gonna play Spritelings as a passive move. They'll play something, you drop Lillia, you want to hit with those strikes. And we attack. Could reduce our good sleep here. I think that's usually a good plan. We do have 2 Lillia in hand, so we can drop a second one when the first one is slept. I think we'll protect something and then attack. That's probably a bad attack. Then with the cost reduction, we'll sleep Lillia. And we'll be able to play the second Lillia. And sleep her too. And every time they come out, they're stronger than the last time. And I believe this to be winning, so I'm not overly concerned about anything. Sleep their unit to dodge the homecoming. Easy win. Challenge 14, we're going to be using Tahm Kench. You have the Beast Within. It's somewhat better than Troll King's Crown because it's a power instead of having to have Tahm Kench in play, but overall it's not a huge difference. We're going to be using Troll King's Crown, Berserker's Buckle, and more Mogs. This gives us pretty good growth and Overwhelm. If you don't have Overwhelm, games are really slow. Still safe, but pretty slow. Challenge 14 is against Tahm Kench. Special rules are dying laughing. Game start, all players summon a 0/10 Phantom Prankster. You're going to be able to eat that with Tahm Kench and pick their bones clean. Each round, the first time the foe summons a unit, granted impact. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Or if you want to do a pun, I don't think it's going to be that impactful. Ha ha ha. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take Lucian here. No particular reason. And then we're going to look for cost reduction on Tahm Kench. If you don't find it, Excavator's Charge is okay though. At the spells chest, again, generally speaking, you don't want to take anything. So we move on to Tahm Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+3. Could probably keep this hand. There's no like glaring issue there. When you eat their units, you get to create a copy of the unit. Probably would have made more sense to make Lucian bigger, but I don't know, it doesn't matter too much. Gonna capture the Gift Giver again. That way we eat the stats, and we'll grow Lucian. We still can't attack because this guy has 3 power. But next round, we're also not gonna attack. I'm gonna play the Lounging Lizard. Reason for this is that he has a mana gem, and then we'll have more mana, so we'll be able to do something next round. And yes, it took me that long to think of the words I was gonna say. Drop Tahm Kench here. I would probably eat their Tahm Kench so that they can't eat us back. And because we captured him, we do get him as a spell, because everything you capture becomes a thing in your hand. We get Tahm Kench's spell. We're gonna eat the Lounging Lizard. That'll give us a bunch of stats. And then we'll attack something like this. They won't block and they're gonna die next round. Play Relentless Pursuit. Might actually kill Lucian there. Yeah, they chose not to. Don't know why they chose not to. Could have Radiant Striked. I'd been paying a little more attention. I just guess it didn't matter. Only need to do 1 damage here. Challenge 15 is Draven. Special rules are Vestige of Hellia. All spells cost 1 less. All units have a spell shield. In Formless Magic, rounds start create a fleeting deny in the foe's hand. It costs 2. So when you see Vestige of Hellia, you're going to want to play something that is not interactable, or something that doesn't want to be interacted with. So if you have like a single big unit, something like Varus, not being able to be controlled at all is very good into that. I like to play Ahri. If I was worried about the rest of the challenges, if there were harder challenges later, I might save Ahri, because she's just really strong, but she's also really good into Vestige. She takes advantage of both having Spell Shield and also having reduced cost spells, so I think she's just fun. Relics are Lost Chapter, Hymn of Valor, and Curator's Gatebreaker. Idea is you just play Ahri a bunch of times and keep doubling her stats every time you play her. And if you have her at 6-star, you finish the game. It's a little bit quicker than otherwise. Good look at the things that they have for their specials. Kinda wish it showed like multiple things. There's enough room on the screen so that it wouldn't say 2 but actually show you both. It doesn't though. So if one of these were a mana gem, we would like to take it, but I'm not gonna keep re-rolling and then looking. Take Farsight Alteration, make sure we get our champion. Best thing you can do in the game is draw your champions. We'll take the draw one on Charm. Charm is one of our best abilities. It's also her champion spell, so it lets you play more Ahris, and it's a very inexpensive spell. So we strike. If we block, Ahri dies, so obviously we're not doing that. For some reason I thought that cost 2. Oh, my mistake. You can recall Ahri regardless. Play her again. Redouble the Valor. Charm for free. Drop Ahri again. You're out of mana, so we'll do him a Valor. There we go, those are words. Drop a few units here. You'll trade with one of them, so maybe your last one will die. That's okay. One guy's stunned, the other guy can't block. Easy win. I think that's that for that. Challenge 16 is Katarina. Special rules are Wailing Spirits. Each round, the player's first Shadow Isles card costs 1 less, and on the case, the foe's units have Nexus Strike. Plant 1 Flash Bomb Trap in the top 8 cards of the player's deck. We're going to be using Veigar with apparently double Ludens and Chemtech. Is that right? Sure, why not? Yeah, Frozen Tomb. That's really good. I also like big guns on Veigar. Obviously, if you have 2 Veigar in play, the Luden's Tempest does a little bit more, but a lot of the times your early rounds are your struggle rounds, so before you can get Veigar on board, having big guns still increases the power of your darkness, which is really important. And we go into Katarina, whose power is Inspiring Presence. When the foe plays a champion, they grant their other units +2/+2. Keep Sejuani in hand so that we have a higher chance of drawing into Veigar. Because we picked up Power Riff, that Veigar is going to cost 1. We're going to wait for them to drop Katarina, then play Darkness, then we're going to drop Veigar and attack. We wait for the Katarina to drop because otherwise we lose out on that second Darkness. Then here, there's a case to be made for just waiting in case they have like a second Katarina. Doesn't seem like they do, so I think I'm happy to just play Twisted Catalyzer here, and if they attack, it would be a bad day for them. So we're going to kill that unit over there, we're going to block and block again. And we're just going to attack here, because we want the Twisted Catalyzer to increase the power of our darkness. We're going to reduce the cost of darkness everywhere. And then we're going to kill Katarina. This should level us up. And we can just pass. So each darkness is now worth 9 damage. Next round it'll be worth 10. And that's enough to win the game. They want to attack, you can choose either to block or not, doesn't really matter. We're going to have 3 darkness, they each do 10 damage. Chemtech Duplicator is active because we have 6 mana gems, and so we have 60 damage worth of spells that can be played at burst speed. Challenge 17 is Karma and Zoe. Special rules are Mountain Peak. Game start, the foe summons a Targon's Peak round and all players draw 1. And Little Buddies round start, the foe summons a 1-cost Poro. We're going to be using Elder Dragon with Lost Chapter, Chemtech, and Hymn of Valor. Idea is we play Elder Dragon, duplicate it with the duplicate the Hymn of Valor with Chemtech Duplicator, and then attack for an unblockable, like 40 damage or something. Not sure exactly what it ends up being. I'm gonna take Lux here. And then I think we take Hero's Horn because we want to make sure that we draw our champion. Sharp Sight with draw champion, also good. It does make it so we can't take a champion ability because I spent too much money. Usually probably worth checking this section before you buy other powers, but I'm not too worried about it. We'll just take another Sharp Sight. Go into Karma, whose power is Guided Meditation. All players start with 10 mana gems. So if we have Elder Dragon in our hand, that's the best possible option. If not, I don't know, these two spells seem like they'll get us to him. So obviously we didn't get Elder Dragon in hand, but it's fine. We don't really want to play him on round 1 anyway. And potentially we can't play him on round 1.
From shores to hills, we know every acre. My family was
I'm gonna Sharp Sight the guy with Faded, it will draw a card. That lets us know that we're not getting Elder Dragon here. Attack with Scout. And then we attack again. And we could play Ebb if we wanted, but then we won't be able to play all the follow-ups. That sounds sad for me, so we're not going to do that. Up Elder Dragon this round. And we're gonna Hymn of Valor. We are in Chemtech because of Karma's Adventure modifier. And we just kind of pass now. Attack with everything, don't have to be too careful. Elder Dragon cannot be stopped. Take Black Cleaver, sounds fun. Cost reduction is probably actually better, but it sounded fun. And we'll take Scout. Go on to Zoe, whose power is Sparky Kiddo. I'm gonna go read that actually. I can't recite it off the top of my head. Round start, create a random 3 or less cost celestial card in the foe's hand, give it fleeting and reduce its cost by 1. So the less cards we have in our hand, probably the better. That way Targon's Peak has a higher chance of targeting things that cost a lot instead of things that cost a little. A Sharp Sight will give us a mana gem, also let us block. And we didn't draw any of our other dragons. Should have played Ruby-Eyed Conjure. But it doesn't matter because we are lucky. We're gonna play Cadigrin. He's gonna do big damage to the board. Then we're gonna drop our Elder Dragon. Probably should have checked to see if they had a stun before I played Elder Dragon, but I didn't. And then we're gonna attack with Elder Dragon, who can't be stopped. He's also gonna level up. I mean, that's why he can't be stopped. He has 126 power. That's, you know, more than enough to win the game. He had Scout. We could have attacked again. Good times. Challenge 18 is Thresh. Special rules are Nautical Nuisance. Round start, refill all players' spell mana and survival of fittest. Round start, obliterate the foe's weakest unit to grant double its stats to the foe's strongest unit. After this, we're using Ashe. I think the idea was that the Frostbite will make it so that the strongest unit always has 0 power, but I don't know if that happens before or after the Obliterate, so I guess we'll see. For relics, we're using Troll Kings, Grand Generals, and Corrupted Star Fragment. Still not convinced on Corrupted Star Fragment, not really sure what it does. Let's take anything there. My Ashe is 6-star, so nothing matters to me, unfortunately. And we can sell a copy of a card. I think we can sell Everos and Trapper. We're take Power Riff always. We go into Thresh, whose power is Damnation. Game start, the foe summons Vaults of Lillia. When Thresh levels up, create 3 Shadow Isles champions in their deck. We'll just reroll everything. I missed that Omen Hawk, but turns out it's fine. We'll play the... Could play Ashe. We'll wait on Ashe. Play the Wolf. And then just attack, kill their unit. Seems good. So, with the 6-star power, every time you Frostbite, those stats get distributed among all the cards in your hand. So you can see Averos and Sentry has 7 power. Ashe has 6. If you're using Triple Curator's Gatebreaker, which is the normal way to play, you wait until Ashe has 3 times the end Nexus health, then you drop Ashe, automatically killing them. That's pretty good. I'm not doing that because I think that's even less relatable than this already is. And your Rhymefang Wolf kills anything it strikes that has 0 power, so aim for those high target 0 power units. And with Corrupted Star Fragment, I'll eat that bird. Again, not sure how that helps. Maybe if we have hand space problems, it's an issue, but I don't know that we do. I play Karina Mastermind here, planting some Flash Bomb traps. And may as well Flash Freeze. We'll give stats to the Sting Officer. I think we can just attack here. I don't think there's anything we can do. I guess if they had Vengeance, that would have been an issue. Aside from that, no real problems. Challenge 18 is Irelia with only the strong. Round end, kill all units except each player's strongest, and flexible game plan. Game start, the foe draws 2. I don't think only the strong really impacts Irelia that much. A lot of her damage is from the Blade Dance Blades, which obliterate themselves anyway, and she's still going to attack with her strongest unit, so yeah, that's going to be a thing. Before this, we're going to be using Warwick with Triple Stalker's Blade. Idea is that we kill... I meant to put a Guardian Angel there. Yeah, it's supposed to be Guardian Angel and Double Stalker's Blade. Idea is when you play Warwick, you'll kill everything, and that seems good. For support, we see a mana gem, so we take it, especially on a 1-cost unit. That's kind of the best possible scenario. Probably skip here. If there was like a decent 3 damage spell, we might take it. Just, although Irelia might have 4 hit points actually, so maybe that's still not a good idea. Take double attack, seems good enough, and we go into Irelia, whose power is Infinite Blade Waltz. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest unit +1/+1, and it attacks with the blades. That's really Irelia's strength. She can attack you, I don't know, 3 times around, kind of regularly. Keep Misfortune in hand, that gives us a higher chance of drawing into Warwick, and we are not going to play a card here. Crack Shack Corsair. We can wait on Blood Hunt. We can use it to get rid of Flawless Duet Blades. And now that we have Irelia on board, we want to eliminate her immediately. Well, they usually Flawless Duet, but I guess they decided that was a bad plan. Because of only the strong, we eliminate our other units. It's fine though, Warwick's already on board. And basically here, we could play something like Lump of Lumps if we wanted, and then Mushroom Cloud for that extra damage. but nothing else is going to really matter because those units are going to get dead. We're going to get attacked here, and we're just going to Caustic Riff. This plays twice. I don't know if that's in the normal power set or in addition because of I have like a 6-star Warwick. Gonna drop Misfortune here. You have Double Scout. I could eat this damage if I want. Doesn't really matter. And then we'll attack with Scout here. And that lets me drop Warwick to get rid of any blockers they may have played. And we attack again. Challenge 20 is Lulu and Nautilus, or Nautilus and Lulu if I'm saying it in the correct order. Special rules are Nautical Nuisance. Round start, refill all players' spell mana and red as her lips. Round start, deal 1 to all units and grant the foe's units +0/+1. For this we're going to be using Tahm, Kench, Troll Kings, Berserker's Buckle, and Warmogs. Red as her lips are going to deal damage to all units, so all your units are going to get +2/+2 every round. And it will outscale their units. I think it's fine. They're all kind of good options. I'll take Swain just because I like Swain. We take Farsight Alteration, that's all we can buy. We go into Nautilus, whose power is All Will Drown. When a unit dies, the foe tosses 1 if they aren't deep, and they heal 1. Whoever we play is going to trade here. Not sure why this guy has 5 damage. I think Lounging Lizard is the best play. He's elusive, and he has a Crystal Carrier on him, so we get extra mana that we can play this round. And honestly tempted to just drop another one, because I didn't really do anything there. And we'll drop a Boxtopus. All of these things take damage, all of them grow. So the only thing we're worried about right now is a recall. And there it is. Now we drop our Tahm Kench, may as well drop another Boxtopus. And we attack with everything, not quite enough to win, but I mean you can see the way this is going. Just eat their units. Yum. And you can see because of red as her lips, all of our units are giant. There's no way Nautilus can deal with that. I'm really curious what they're going to do with Tahm Kench's 3-star or 6-star power when he comes out. I hope that it's something that just like damages the units a bunch of times every round so that your units can just grow in a way that feels kind of fun. You can get rid of Imperial Demolitionist. I don't think that does anything, and we go into Lulu, whose power is Adorabis. It's so hard for me not to say what it does. Round start, transform the player's strongest follower into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. Drop a Crusty Codger, he gets bigger. Codger? I don't know how to say it. We attack, our guy becomes a squirrel, that's unfortunate. Potentially the squirrels will die. No, because it's round start. Perfect, our squirrels don't die. Drop Tahm Kench. We eat their Lulu. And we attack with the non-squirrel units. And we eat their witch. Drop their witch. We block with their witch. And we can make our units bigger just by blocking. And we may as well play their Lulu too. Why not? Give an opportunity to turn our squirrel into a bigger squirrel. We can Ravenous Flock this. We don't actually need to, but if you can be mean to Ionia, I feel like it's nice to be mean to Ionia. I see Fiora. I think Kindred. But for some reason I wrote down Volibear, so we're doing that. Challenge 21 is Fizz and Fiora. Special rules are Savage Mysticism, that's why we're using Volibear. Round start, each player gets a mana gem, and Hemorrhage. Round end, deal 1 to the player's Nexus for each unit the foe has. And I guess this Volibear has triple Stalker's Blade. In my notes, I say use Curators. Doesn't really matter. Can even use like an Overwhelm relic if you want. There's a lot of ways to go. And I don't think it matters what we take, but this has a mana gem, and we always take 1-cost units with mana gems. This is a 1-cost unit with a mana gem. And I think we'll just make Tarkaz huge, because we can't afford to get anything else on Volibear anyway. And we go into Fizz, whose power is Mercurial Nature. Round start, the foe creates in hand a fleeting spell from the regions that cost 3 or less. It costs 1 less. And I kept this hand, which in retrospect is a mistake, because I didn't draw my champion, and I really don't need to Avalanche. So, I don't know, man. Sometimes you do things. If I play Zoe, I'm going to end up killing my Zoe with the Avalanche I'm definitely going to use next round. Tarkaz is free here. Or not free, but playable. But if we discount Avalanche, we'll be able to play him for free, actually. We let them play a bunch of cards. Reason for that is we don't want Fizz to be able to fizzle our spell, although I'm not sure you can fizzle Avalanche anyway, so whatevs. Doesn't super matter, we'll take a little bit of damage, we drop our Tarkaz, we're gonna drop our Zoe, that gives us a new mana gem, and we have so much mana. We play Babbling Berg. Idea is to get Sleepy Trouble Bubble, or no, idea is to get to Volibear. There we go. We don't find him. We can Sleepy Trouble Bubble later to try to get to him. We're just going to leave this Zoe out because it looks like she's going to die from the double Tarkaz. But we can't really play this spell until you can't respond to spells, which looks like now. Play it, we get our Volibear. And it doesn't matter what they do, because as soon as we drop volley, we win the game. You can also use like just triple Curators, a Gatebreaker, that's fine. Volibear will do like 21 damage when he drops. Take Deathless, why not? And we remove a card. The card we remove is probably Babbling Berg. We go into Fiora, whose power is timed to duel. When one of the foe's allies challenges an enemy, give the ally +1/+1 and tough this round. What if I just do a bunch of pictures of ice cream this month? I always have a theme. Usually it's like whatever is important to that month, which I guess maybe isn't a theme. I don't know. Who knows what I'm saying even. If I drop this Zoe though, we can attack. This is Bonded Bucklers. We can also attack with this unit because it'll grant elusive. We could play the Serpent, but I don't think that's overall a great idea. We get 2 mana gems here, not quite enough to play our Volibear. We'll drop the Ice Veil Archer, Frostbiting Fiora, and we'll block here, and we'll Flash Freeze. This will give us 2 Sigils of the Storm, and we take no damage. I'm going to play Invocation of Thunder for another Sigil of the Storm, and play the Serpent because he costs nothing. We're then going to drop our Volibear. This will kill 2 units, 3 units. They play a card, it's a bad card, we attack. They play another card, we respond with Tiana, this gives us Rally. And we attack again. Could have stunned that guy first if it mattered, but it didn't. Six-star Viktor is completely broken. This is challenge 2. Special rules are breakthrough research. Each round, player's first P&Z card costs 1 less to play, so we're taking advantage of that with Viktor. And Noxian Might. Each round, the first time the foe summons a unit, grant it +2/+0. This is the build I've been using. Perfect Hex Core, Searing Brilliance, and Oath of the Guardians. I think Searing Brilliance might be wrong. You might want to replace that with something else. Maybe Chosen by the Stars is pretty good. Just love Chosen by the Stars, it's a good card. But for this, since we only use rare relics, we're going to do Chemtech Duplicator, Hymn of Valor, and Arcane Comet. There probably is a case for like Dreadway Chase Gun, because this just makes like warning shots in your hand. I do double Hymn of Valor. I don't even know what buttons I'm pressing right now. I think I typed the same thing in twice. It's fine. We move on. My ability to know what was going on mattered. This would be much worse for me. And take Swain here for no particular reason. I just really like Swain. Take Excavator's Charge. Potentially better to look for something like Farsight Alteration. We can just skip here and we go into Poppy, whose power is Heroics. Round start. Grant the foe's strongest ally +1/+1 for each of their allies. I'm gonna play this Neandroid. It has Crystal Carrier on it. Then we're gonna play Copy. And our copies are duplicated because 6-star. Then we're gonna Iterative Improvements. And we're gonna drop Ballistic Bot. So now we have an absolute ton of mana. Ignition will play twice. It also gets the Spell Burn effect because that's the 4-star ability. They play a card. We don't really care. We're also in Chemtech already. And so, for example, if we wanted to, we could make this cat like a 64. That seems pretty good. Could play Hex Core first. That would have made it bigger. And we attack and win the game. Challenge 23 is Ezreal. Special rules are guided meditation. Game start. All players start with 10 mana gems, and shadows come for you. The foe's units have Nexus Strike. Create a Shadow Fiend in hand. I would not have known what that power is. We don't need a mana gem here. We can also take like a big unit, so like 2 Orns sounds pretty okay. And I think we leave here, go to the champion item chest, and we're going to be looking for something like Farsight Alteration, or Power Riff is fine as well. We actually can't play Elder Dragon normally on round 1, even with 10 mana, because he needs to be cost reduced since he costs 12, but if we get cost reduction on him, we could just drop him, which would be probably pretty good. And we go into Ezreal, whose power is Target Practice. The foe's spells cost 1 round start, create a fleeting static shock in the foe's hands. If the foe has leveled the champion, create a fleeting true shot barrage instead. Talking is impossible. We reroll trying to get Elder Dragon and fail to do so. I think I'm actually just gonna pass here. We'll drop Ez. We drop Katarina. This will strip their spell shield. Now we have the option to either Strafing Strike or drop the Stalking Broodmother. I think Broodmother probably gets more value, or we could drop 2 Orns. Kinda still think the Broodmother's better. We do have a equipment, so I guess we'll do that. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Orn's Bellow is also okay. Then we'll just attack with everything here, killing Ezreal. I feel like there's maybe a better way to play that. Just gonna pass. Play Broodmother. We got 2 of them for some reason. Can't block because of elusive, except we can sharp sight and then we can block. And may as well kill the assembly bot before it grows huge. Although that leaves you open to the detective swap bot. Can play this as Annika. Is probably better than what we have now. We'll attack once with Scout. I could have attacked with both. I don't know. Brain did not process that, that's for sure. And we attack with everything. Trying to challenge over some of the units. Not sure. Oh, Annika summoned that. I was expecting a Spirit of the Ram. Did not get it. He is out of cards, so he's useless. Never really out of cards, I guess. Still haven't drawn our champion. But we'll go ahead and attack with the Broodmother, which apparently wins the game. If you draw your champions, things are a lot quicker. For Challenge 24, we're using Morgana. It's against Lulu and Thresh. Special rules are Bandle Magic. Game start, the foe summons the Bandle Tree. Vicious Enemy and Blade in the Darkness. Round end. If the player's Nexus took damage this round, the foe's strongest unit strikes it. Morgana has Chemtech, Duplicator, Grand General's Counterplan, and Wicked Harvest. We're actually going to have a lot of problems with hand space because of the Bandle Tree, so Morgana probably isn't your best choice here. She's also super incredibly strong, so you could play her for a much later adventure if you want. I'm going to take the Bladed Caretaker for the Mana Gem. He's kind of expensive though, and he only has 1 hit point, so maybe not my best move. Don't mind Hecarim as a dragon, I think that's funny. We shouldn't need Morgana with Vampiric Scepter. -2 cost, we do want. Then we go into Lulu, whose power is Dorbus. Round start, transform the player's strongest unit, or strongest follower, into a 1/1 squirrel and silence it this round. Gotta keep our Mana Gem in hand. And we did not draw the card we wanted. Could stun here. Could also just pass. Then we'll drop the Caretaker. That gives us an extra Mana Gem. We could draw a card, we could play Hecarim, but we kinda can't do so. Could play another Bladed Caretaker though, this way we'll get a mana gem out of one of them. Then we'll pass. I think we draw Hecarim now. We're gonna take some damage here, but overall, I don't think it's actually concerning. Kill Lulu. We could block, but I don't think that's a particularly good idea. Although if I get Morgana, I'm gonna kill everything anyway, so maybe it is fine. Up Academy Prodigy, drop the Startled Stomper, just try to get cards out of your hand, and then we're gonna attack with the Hecarim. And he'll make some ephemerals. That sounds fun. For some reason I thought that was going to go a little bit better. We'll drop this guy too. And that'll give us a Hush on command. Could get rid of the Bandle Tree, but at this point I think we could actually win with it. And I'm just going to pass here, let them attack. Gonna block. Gonna block. Gonna block. Gonna block. And we're gonna block. This is all just fine. We're making board space here. Drop Black Rose Spy. Drop another Hecarim. We can Shield Vault here. And if they let us end the round, this guy's gonna die from his curse. Fortunately, he died before he struck. I forgot about that ability. That would have killed me, which would have been funny. And attack with Hecarim. I need to stop taking damage because my health is actually pretty low. Can Hush next round. So we're gonna Hush. Lulu. And we finally drew into Morgana. We'll just drop her here, clear the board, get all our life back. And I'm also fine playing this Mahira here. Lulu can never do anything. Drop Woolly Snail Moth. We're getting very close to winning with the Bandle Tree. And we're gonna attack. Could play the stun. Nothing matters. We're basically done here.
Feel my pain. I am your darkness. I am your truth. Truth binds you.
Drop the Serpent. That's our 10th. Just gonna win with the Bandle Tree because why not? Only took me passing one time to make the difference there. Gonna take Ante up on Morgana. Then we're gonna go to the champion item chest, hopefully finding something like Farsight Alteration. We don't find Farsight Alteration, but we get Deathless instead. And we go into Thresh, whose power is Damnation. Game start, the foe summons Vaults of Hellia. When Thresh levels up, the foe creates 3 Shadow Isles champions in deck. I am completely out of the ability to talk, so thankfully this is the last thing we are doing. Gonna reroll all of these to try to get Morgana in hand. And we get Morgana in hand. We're gonna drop this Cask as a passing move. Let them play more cards. Now we're going to drop Morgana. This will sort of clear the board and sort of make 3 bigger units. So it's fine. I'm gonna attack here. They block, we make a new Morgana. And we're gonna go ahead and curse Thresh.
Nothing lasts forever, child.
Shouldn't have taken Deathless on Morgana. That was actually a mistake. But it's cool. Thresh is gonna help me out by killing it. And we're gonna go ahead and hush the Undying. That way when we kill it, that death is permanent. Last breath effect will not go off because it's hushed. Then we're going to drop Morgana, healing all our life back. And we'll put down Hecarim and this Arena Battle Card. Battlecaster? Battlecaster. Drop a Thrall Bulwark. And we're going to attack here. And a Dark Binding on the Invasive Hydrovine. Take Equinox to silence him. And take a Trickster so we can do elusive damage. Silence will prevent him from being a problem later. Lose our Battlecaster, which is fine. Play this guy, he's worth 2 regions. Regions are we missing? Shurima. Some else. My brain is not working well enough to be able to tell. Portia the Peculiar is terrifying. I'm gonna get rid of Grandfather Fae and just curse both of them. Portia's not terrifying because of Portia, but because of whatever card it creates instead. Bilgewater was the other one we were missing. We attack with everything here. I don't know if there's like an easy way to get that extra 2 damage, so I'm just gonna let this happen. We drop our Bilgewater. And we're just gonna curse. Because units are cursed, they're gonna take the damage at the end of the round. For each cursed unit, they have 2 cursed units, 2 damage, and we win. And that is challenges 13 through 24 of the August 2025 monthly challenges. I didn't think anything was particularly hard there. Not even sure I was worried about anything at all. I'm not sure there were any thoughts in my head. So that is all from me. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.